Hello, good morning. I'm Vanessa Penoyer, president and of Go To Girl, and that was my intro music that I had created for a podcast called Navigating Supplier Diversity. And so, just to catch up a little bit, my client was I've had two clients. One client got denied for his certification without any indication on what was the problem or how to fix it. The Minority Council has ignored every call, every email from him, from multiple people, and it's ridiculous. I made a post on LinkedIn, and they basically are asking me to take it down. Another client in the Minority Council of Colorado clearly is a Black man. He is a veteran. He is a pilot. He is a motivational speaker. He's amazing. And his birth certificate from California does not indicate that he is a Black male. So now we're going through other records to find his race. And all of this prompted yesterday. And my good friend, Demetria Miles McDonald, she made a comment and said, what would supplier diversity look like reimagined? And so I stayed up yesterday, really just triggered me for content. And so I want to read what I wrote yesterday, and I'm just putting this into an article. If supplier diversity were reimagined today, it would likely look much different than how it was initially conceived in the 1960s. The landscape has evolved, and several factors would influence how supplier diversity could be approached in the modern context. Technological integration. Digital platforms. Today, we have advanced digital platforms and technologies that make it easier to connect with diverse suppliers globally. Tools like supplier diversity management software, blockchain for transparency, and AI-driven analytics could help identify and track diverse suppliers more efficiently. Data-driven decisions. Companies could leverage big data to understand where the opportunities for diversity lie and measure impact more precisely rather than relying on less detailed or sporadic reporting. Global perspective. In the 1960s, supplier diversity often focused on racial and ethnic inclusion in the context of the U.S. Civil Rights Movement. Today, supplier diversity could take on a more global perspective, factoring in gender, disability, LGBTQ plus status, and even regional or country-specific diversity factors. Global supply chains are much more interconnected, and diversity efforts could encompass suppliers from different cultures and socioeconomic backgrounds around the world. A broader definition of diversity. Beyond race and gender, diversity in today's world includes other factors such as veteran status, disability, neurodiversity, and socioeconomic status. The modern understanding of diversity would be more holistic and intersectional, recognizing multiple dimensions that go beyond just race and gender. Sustainability and environmental justice would also play a larger role as companies increasingly focus on sourcing from diverse suppliers who meet ethical and sustainability standards. For corporate and social responsibility, the CSRs and the ESGs, supplier diversity would align more closely with CSR and environmental, social, and governance frameworks, which are becoming critical metrics of companies today. Many organizations are adopting supplier diversity as part of their commitment to creating a positive social impact and addressing inequality through responsible sourcing. Inclusive innovation. The innovation economy today focuses heavily on startups, technology, and entrepreneurship. Reimagining supplier diversity in 2025 would likely include fostering innovation from diverse, underrepresented groups in technology, manufacturing, and creative industries. It would also prioritize partnering with small businesses, especially those led by women, people of color, and other historically marginalized groups. Collaboration with nonprofits and advocacy groups. Today's approach would likely emphasize greater collaboration with advocacy organizations, nonprofits, and even government entities that focus on supporting diverse suppliers. This could include mentorship, access to funding, and business development resources. Transparency and accountability. Companies would be expected to provide more transparent reporting on their diversity efforts and supplier relationships, including clear metrics on supplier diversity spend and progress. With greater emphasis on accountability, there could be public commitments and standardized certifications to indicate genuine supplier diversity efforts. I want to talk more on that in a minute. Innovation and financing. Many small, diverse-owned businesses face challenges in securing financing, especially in traditionally underfunded sectors. Today's reimagined approach could include offering better access to capital through impact investing on venture capital initiatives to diverse suppliers. Intersection with the workforce diversity. As companies also focus on diversifying their workforces, the conversation about supplier diversity would intersect more with talent pipelines, leadership development, and the overall inclusion strategies of an organization. By supporting diverse suppliers, companies could help build economic ecosystems that are more inclusive and representative of a wide range of backgrounds and perspectives. Community and economic development. Supplier diversity in today's context would be increasingly tied to community building and economic development. There would be a stronger focus on creating long-term relationships that uplift entire communities and regions, helping to create sustainable growth, employment opportunities, and support for local economies. In essence, today's reimagining of supplier diversity would be a broader, more data-driven, more inclusive, and more globally connected, reflecting the complex and interconnected world in which business operates. The goal would not only be to create economic opportunities for diverse suppliers, but to build a more equitable, sustainable, and innovative global supply chain ecosystem. I am sharing this today because while I have made Go-To-Girl more of a part-time work project for me, I've shared many of times that I've had some family issues in taking care of my parents, and I'm more selective at who I work with. And I also took a daycare director position here in Shelby County because we have better benefits that we need to have. So this is still very much important to me. This is a passion that I've had with fairness. My core is common courtesy. And so if you are watching this or listening to this, I encourage you to keep pushing your representatives, pushing these agencies to be more transparent. And I sent a newsletter out last week because people were saying, does DEIB still matter? And the truth is it does, and it's not going away. And if we let it go away and we just stand by and let these organizations keep the red tape, then we're not making a difference. I have won several advocacy awards over the years, and I encourage you to do the same. So I am Vanessa Penoyer, and I am still available for work and referrals, and I appreciate it. And have a conversation and make a difference today. Blessings.